Hi, I'm Aziz Ansari. You're watching Duke Student Broadcasting. What the devil are you watching?
So we're here with stand-up comedian, rapper, actor, one part of Human Giant, and you probably know him as Tom Haverford from Parks and Recreations, Aziz Ansari. Welcome to Duke.
Thank you very much.
So everyone wants to know, how did you start your stand-up career?
I started it while I was in college in New York. I just started doing stand-up at new talent nights and things like that, and slowly worked my way up from there.
Where do you get your inspiration for your material?
I don't know. I just usually just talk about whatever's going on in my life and things I'm thinking about. I wrote a lot of material about babies recently because a lot of people I went to... Why'd you make a face?
Babies.
Well, I'm going to explain it, and you're going to feel really dumb about making that face. Because a lot of people I went to college with and stuff are now having babies, and it's so crazy to me. I couldn't imagine that right now. So that's like something that's been interesting to me. And same thing with like a lot of people I went to school with, they're getting married and stuff now. So just things that I have to deal with just that are in my head.
So I hear you're a huge fan of food. We did see your tweet earlier about where to eat in Durham around Duke.
Yeah, where should I have gone?
I mean, what's your favorite type of food? I know you're from South Carolina.
I don't know. I just like eating whatever's supposed to be really good in that area.
We have like good sandwich places, but off campus, if you like Mexican food, Cosmic Cantina.
I think, yeah, we went there. I got a vegetarian quesadilla from there. It was good.
Where's your favorite place to live? I know you lived out in LA for a little bit. You now live in New York City. You're from South Carolina. You have seen a good portion of the country. Like, where's your favorite U.S. city, or where would you like to live the most?
I like New York the best, I think. Yeah, New York's probably my favorite.
Yeah. Why?
There's always just like the most fun stuff happening there, and it's really fun for stand-up. There's a lot of shows to do and things like that, and I've just had a lot of fun living there.
Yeah, I did see that video where you had to make the worst mixtape ever.
Sure.
Yeah. What was that like? What were you looking for the worst songs ever, the worst 5 songs ever?
Yeah, that was a video I did with some friends when I used to do a show in New York, like, I think that was like 2006 maybe. And that was just like a bit we did in that show, and then we filmed that video.
Recently, it seems that you've become best friends with 2 of the most famous people in the world, Kanye West and Jay Z. How did that come around?
I don't know if we're best friends, but I just met those guys doing shows and stuff. They just came to some shows, and then I would just go when they were recording their album, and then they had that music video, and they asked me to do a thing in that.
Yeah, what was that like, being an Otis?
It was pretty crazy. It just seemed like, why are they asking me to do this? It made no sense, but it was really fun, and I was very flattered.
You've also worked with a lot of other heavy hitters in the comedy industry. Who's your favorite person to work with? I know you work with Amy Poehler in Parks and Recreation. You've worked with Seth Rogen, Adam Sandler, Judd Apatow. What's your favorite group of people to work with, or your favorite actor at this point in time?
I don't have like a particular favorite. I really felt really lucky to be able to work with all those people, and right now I'm mainly just working on Parks and Rec, and that's just so fun because I've worked with them so much, and we've done so much stuff together. We all really get along really well, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun job.
Tom Haverford, is that parts of you? Did you just make up this character? What's your inspiration for that? Do you dress up like him sometimes?
No, I don't dress up like him. That would be kind of weird if I dressed like the character I played on the show. But I deliberately try not to dress like him. Like, they'll give me some clothes, sometimes I'll be like, that looks too much like something Aziz would wear. We need to make that tie purple or something, so it's a Tom Haverford outfit. But that character, the writers, came up with it, and it's kind of like all those characters in the show, they've kind of evolved as we've done the show more, and the writers love taking like little aspects of our real personality and just like hyping it up. Like, for example, the Ron Swanson character, the character is played by this actor, Nick Offerman, and he really is into woodworking and stuff, so they put that in. So, it's just stuff like that. There's elements of all of our real personalities in them, but they're just taken to extremes usually.
Your character, Randy, with 8 A's, what's up with that? Why the 8 A's specifically?
That was a character I did in Funny People, and whenever we were shooting it, I just started saying the name like Randy, like a long amount of A's, and then there's a bit, I think it was like, I don't know if it was in the movie or not, but where I explained to Seth Rogen, I was like, hey, you got to make sure it's Randy with 8 A's, because there's another guy with like 5 A's, and that's a different guy, and I don't want to be confused with him. And that was just like a random joke that just stuck.
What do you like to do when you're not on camera, when you're not working on any projects, doing any stand-up, when you're just kind of just hanging out?
You know, I usually just like hanging out in New York, going out to eat good food and stuff, but I'm kind of a workaholic, so if I don't like do stand-up or something, at least I get kind of anxious and feel like I'm falling behind on stuff. So, yeah, I guess I just like eating good food and working most of the time.
Nice, nice. What projects are you working on right now besides Parks and Rec? I know you have a couple of movies with Judd Apatow.
Yeah, we're just working on the scripts and hopefully shooting one of them when I have my hiatus from Parks and Recreation. And I've just been writing a lot of new stand-up and putting out, I'm going to put out a special that I recorded a few months ago in DC. I'm going to put that out next year, I think. And yeah, that's about it for now.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much for speaking with me, Dominic.